Hello there.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello there. Cool.
Yes. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. You hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's get started.
So, wow, there's a lot to discuss, as always.
Yes, there is.
Oh, yes.
Did you hear about the fact that they basically most of the Western, like a lot of the freaking T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, basically apparently all their systems went offline for a bit, supposedly.
Is that so?
I think that they're prepping for something.
Oh, they sure are.
E.g., a cyber attack. E.g., maybe. Yeah, I think they're prepping for something.
Wouldn't be surprising. Not the first time I've heard of something about this.
I think they might be prepping for a cyber attack, or they might be prepping for to take the internet down.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would they blade out to the Houthis? There's internet cables in deep down. You can get there. You can take our internet down. It's like they're begging these people to do it.
Yeah. That's very weird.
Yes, it is. So what else is there?
Uh, there's a price comparison between getting a house in London for £600,000 or a apartment complex in Dubai for like half the price, £300,000.
But the thing with Dubai is you won't be treated as a citizen, and quite honestly, you'll have little rights there.
Yeah,
But with the way the Brits treat, the way the British government treats its own citizens in the UK, it's not much different. So it's a question. It really is a question. But who knows?
yes. Who knows?
But yes. But yeah, it's basically a question. It's, who do you trust more, basically?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's not about having the best, it's about having the least worst. Because they're all bad, but who's the
Yes, they
least worst
are.
of them all?
They all
That's the
bad.
question. That is the question.
It is.
Yeah. Anyway, the Zegler strikes back.
What does she do this time?
Well, she won Best Action Star over the likes of Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves.
For what?
You tell me. I have no
For
idea.
what?
Honestly, I don't
Are they
know.
are they
She's
claiming
just
she's the best action star for her role in Hunger Games? Songbird and Snake. Even though that was a bomb and it made no money.
yeah. I mean,
That's just a
honestly,
ripple. That's like the fucking Emmys. Like, oh, that's like the Emmys. Oh, like, fair enough that they gave Keanu Reeves or Tom Cruise. That's well deserved.
yeah, absolutely. But for Rachel Zegler to win Best Action Star, she must have to done something.
It just
It
proves
has
it's a
to be
joke.
news.
It's a joke.
It has to be talked about by everyone. I never heard about it until now. That fact she won, but that's all I heard about. How's it worth any of the word or the publicity that she is getting for her achievements?
Yes,
I feel there's a bit of a little I feel there's a bit of a hype going on, and I just don't know about it.
maybe.
Just like Taylor Swift, yeah, I know she has decent songs in the past, and people listen to her every now and then, but I do think the
He's
hype
overrated.
is drowning out the credibility, honestly.
Dylan Mulvaney's 15 minutes of fame might be up. The whole
Well,
Bud Light situation.
that was
Bud
already
Light's
over
still
months
struggling.
ago.
They lost, they're
Oh, it was
still struggling.
dang.
They haven't recovered those sales that they lost.
Of course they haven't. They just sacrificed the biggest demographic. And for what? No one knows. They're still losing to this day. Madness.
Yes. 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 Rachel Zegler, the star, apparently has no talent. The vast majority of Hollywood has no talent, so.
However, with the right connections, anyone can make it.
Well, as long as you suck the cock or suck the cock of the bit, as long as you basically suck the dick of Israel, and you toe the line, the party line, I think anybody can become famous.
Well, yeah, that too, but of course, we all know
You
no
toe the
one's ready for
party
that
line and basically
conversation.
just say, "Oh, I think anybody, if you, as long as if you're willing to sell yourself and basically just say, look, I support Biden or support Biden and all that, I think you'd probably get very famous, but you'd be selling your soul to the devil."
And and what at what price are you paying to get that fame? Just to endorse someone? That's all you're ever going to be known for. It's practically useless. Any endorsement in general, I
The fact
believe.
is, a lot of these people endorsed Biden, but I doubt any of them are really voting for them. I don't think they've really got in their contract saying, "Oh, you have to vote for Biden. If you don't vote for Biden in the thingy." I think they just have to say, "I'm voting for Biden, but I'm not actually voting for Biden."
Wow, that's,
Yes,
that speaks volumes.
yes.
So if none of the celebrities or any of the higher ups are even voting for Biden, even though endorsing him, it just comes out as disingenuous. Like to get
You
results,
think they care?
you have to be commit you need to commit it to what you're saying. If no one's committed to it,
Yes,
no one's gonna do it. That's the issue. People are gonna wake up to
yes,
that real quick. It's just hard to deny that.
yes. Yes, I don't think many people are voting for Biden, but heck, but heck. Maybe
Hmm.
there are people that are dumb enough to vote for Biden or love him so much.
Or could be that they've been raised in a culture that's centered around the way the way of living of the Democrats or
I
the
don't get how
liberals.
anybody could vote for them, but heck, each to his own, I guess.
Yeah, even the smartest of individuals could be raised in a culture towards liberalism or Democrats, and they say, "I'm going to vote for Biden because
Because I
I've
hate
grown
Trump,
up."
even though I don't think Trump's that bad.
Yeah, because I believe that Trump, the Republicans, they're the bad guys, and I think same could be said for Republicans. They view Democrats as bad guys. There is a clear division, and it is going to be this kind of division because it's very profitable that way.
Yes, yes,
It's foolproof.
yes.
Yeah. Intuitive machines have successfully touched down on the moon.
Did they really though? Because to me, I saw that they haven't sent any footage. As far as last I checked last night, all I saw was a picture. And to be honest with you, it looks like a fucking. It looks like something that was made by AI.
Good
Again,
point.
I don't believe we actually touched down. And I don't think I'd honestly would believe because let's be real here, they have a tendency not to.
The thing is, though, after many decades, after quote landing on the moon, why now? If technology has advanced so much, why is it so hard to land on the moon? It does beg the question.
Exactly.
Okay, people could argue in the 60s technology is not as advanced to do moon landings frequently, but nowadays it is simply possible. I don't see why now people have to make a big deal out of it if it could have been done many times many years ago if technology has been so advanced to do it so frequently.
Yes. Yes.
But I guess people have priorities on other things because, well, people got to put bread on the table. however they can. That's just the way we live. We're in a endless cycle. We work, we work, we work, we retire, and then we all know what comes after that.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yes.
L for Elon.
What did they do this time?
Well, Eric sent something in the chat that only X premium subscribers have access to bookmark folders. Upgrade to continue. So he's pushing. So Elon's pushing hard with the X premium subscriptions.
It's probably how it's a way for them to generate income, not be reliant on advertisers.
Honestly, yeah,
I'm
that's a good
afraid.
point. That's the sad reality, though. There has to be a point. There has to be some profit made. If you're not making profit, company or business is just gonna go bust. That's just
Yes.
that's
Yes.
just that's
Yes.
just the reality we live in. It's not ideal, but it's the best he could do.
It's either that or you go bust. I hear but Elon is going after Google's Gemini AI. Gemini, right?
Yeah.
Gemini chatbot thing, right? That's AI
Hmm.
based, right? It basically did some in its generator, but basically people tried to get it to basically show us a picture of a white person, right?
Yeah.
The thing wouldn't do that. It basically always put up it hated white people.
Wow.
Exactly. And
Shocker.
then
Not really.
Elon basically called out the bastard, bastard that's a woke, the guy that's the head of it is basically a woke person, which is
Madness.
hilarious.
People say we should be treated equal. Yeah. Somehow the this is agenda by the woke mob. They're going specifically against white people. How is that racial equality that they're fighting for? That does not add up, honestly.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I understand treatment of other people groups, but if you're going against one specific people group, that's just not on. You're gonna get a lot of hate for that, a lot of stint for it for sure.
Yes, yes, you will get a lot of hate for that.
It's like one rule for them and another rule for everyone else. It's classic double standards. But hey, it's been like that a couple of years, and who's to say it won't stop or could? Oh yes. Remember that time that X had like these labels to these Twitter X accounts saying this is state run or
Fuck.
partially funded by the state?
Yes, we got rid of them, sadly.
Well, it's not over for this kind of concept. I think TikTok have implemented something like that already, like a couple of days ago.
Mm, well, TikTok. If TikTok does it, then
It's
interesting.
basically it's lost its value because TikTok's is a major platform. They'll put anything just to like have a stand or get ahead of the competition.
But if
And
they let TikTok do it, then it basically just makes them look like a bunch of idiots because they hated Musk for doing it. And they
yeah,
let
that
TikTok do it, it basically means they're hypocrites because they hated Musk.
yeah, this is exactly the point I'm making. Last time a platform did this, which was Twitter X, a lot of the elites who could control these accounts with these said labels said, no, you can't do that. And now these same said people are now doing it themselves. Like, which side are you on?
You do realize they were complaining about Elon wanted to create a membership thing where basically like a premium subscription. Oh, then Instagram decided to do that.
Yeah, apparently something becomes good until the most influential of people actually start doing it. It's common
And then
law.
people complain about buying subscription,
Yeah,
paying to get verified. But I think it's. I'm never going to do it because I don't see the value in it. But I'm sure there's some idiots that would do that.
yeah. There's certainly still going to be some people that would have no problem spending like £10 a month just to have like a blue check mark. to show, hey guys, I'm very important. I'm a massive influence over you. Arguably, subjectively. However,
Objectively, they
people,
don't have
yeah.
any. They have no power.
But of course, it's just common nature to see something like that. You see your blue chat block, people see you as important or an influence somehow.
Yes, they do. For some reason.
Yep.
I don't know why they do it as that, but they do.
Yeah.
But heck, it is what it is.
It is what it is, and it was what it was.
Yep.
Shaboom.
Hmm.
Have you heard about Reddit and Discord?
What happened to Discord and Reddit?
Uh, well, on March 1st, Reddit is going to make its debut on the stock exchange.
Hmm. To be fair, is Reddit even that big?
I mean,
They've
if it
got
has,
people. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not big, but
why now are they debuting onto the stock exchange?
because they're desperate for capital. They've got a business that probably doesn't make a lot of money, and they think right now they must be desperate.
Yeah,
Jamie, be
exactly.
realistic right now. The economy is fucking shit. At this point, why would you, unless you desperately need capital, why the fuck would you IPO? Wouldn't you be better just keep it private and wait until it literally, until it's for a better time? Realistically, they must desperately need capital. Or quite honestly, yeah. And that's not a bad thing, but if they need capital or not. But again, all of a sudden, why now?
Exactly. Why now?
Because they desperately need capital. That's what most companies they always do.
If they'd done it sooner, we wouldn't have this kind of complaint with that with Reddit.
But yes, they must be desperate for money. That's the only reason why I can suggest them potentially going. Well, most companies, they probably are desperate for money though. But
Yeah,
so it's just what it is.
and it was.
It's what it is.
And it was.
Do you think China's going to have a recession?
Maybe. Although,
They're basically saying that there's about to be apparently they're saying there's a bunch of protests in China going on, but it's probably just America. The thing is, America wants China to fail because
America sees China as somewhat of an economical threat.
they are a threat to them.
Yeah,
But America's a threat to itself entirely. They view
yeah,
Russia as a threat. Why else do you think they're heavily? Why else do you think they're heavily going after Russia? Because they're scared of Putin. Because Putin's Putin's one of these guys that won't put up with their shit and can't be railroaded. That's why they're scared of him. You go. If you're scared of someone, you don't go at. If you're scared of someone, they always go after the people they're scared of. They view as a threat.
yeah. It's like they're trying to compensate for something.
Again, I don't see the point in. I don't see the point in anger in Russia. I don't see the point in freaking starting wars in Russia. Why would you start off with someone that fought Napoleon and basically fought Hitler to death? Basically, sent Hitler to his deathbed. Why would you fight someone that's basically fought people, but basically single handedly basically took over basically one World War II? And there's people saying that America defeated the Nazis. They didn't. The Americans were too busy fighting Japan. They didn't have enough. They weren't going to be there in time. Realistically, it was the Russians that defeated them with the help of the
Yeah,
British. But most
exactly.
likely, it was the Russians. They made the sacrifice. They lost 20 million people. 20 million Russians died for World War II. In World War II. And what does America do? Betrays them, treats them as the enemy, use them as a threat. And basically, they're like us. They just want to live a good life. They want the foreign governments to just respect them, and they don't want to end up literally being attacked. But who knows? I think America's damn right set in starting a war with the Russians, even though I don't think it's beneficial to anybody to start a war with the Russians.
But it
I don't
is
think
going to make
anybody
some
really
profit
benefits from
somehow.
it. But yes. So what's going on with France? We haven't heard much from France lately.
Well, if I were to guess, I still think the farming protests are still ongoing.
Are they now?
They're just not going to give up. It shows the passion they have. It's very serious if you see something like that going on.
Maybe, yeah. It's very. But yes. I don't think the world's going to get better. It's probably going to get worse.
Suppose so.
Suppose so.
But that's not to say that's not to say there isn't hope for the better. Yes, it's going to get worse, but of course there are some aspects that are just going to gradually get better, and we just won't know it because there's always going to be something distracting us.
I
Whether it
don't think
be
the WEF is going to get destroyed. As much as I want them to get destroyed, I don't think they will.
they have the backing and the influence and the connections, that's here to stay. But it is possible that their influence could lessen with enough unity and harmony
Yes.
and standing for what is right. Of course.
Do you think America falls?
In what way?
In the way that it breaks up like the Soviet Union. E.g., America collapses. Central power of America collapses under its own weight, and it becomes smaller, and it gets seceded by a bunch of smaller states.
I think something like
E.g.,
that.
Florida, Texas, and
No,
there's only
that
25 states that support what's going on in Texas.
yeah.
25 of them states, would they support joining the new union? Joining a new American Union state?
Now, I'd say that would be pretty cool and pretty interesting. However,
25 states back Texas. No, not even 25. I think it's 27 or it would be almost 30 states back what's going on the border.
wow, that speaks volumes.
And some of those are Democrat states. I think
Oh,
Georgia's one of them.
that is saying a lot.
Yes.
Madness. It would be pretty cool to see something like that happen. Although honestly,
It will happen. There's a movie called Civil War.
yeah,
You don't think that was that wasn't a play of words. That was
it's gonna happen. Although it only will be a few years until that will actually happen. It's too soon to say if this something will happen,
it
but it
will
is
happen.
likely.
If Trump if
Is
Trump doesn't
yeah.
win, there'll be a civil war. Quite simply because I think Americans have had enough.
Yeah,
And it's gotten to the point where they want to fight.
they are starting to wake up.
A
They're
lot of
starting to
people have
see
woken up.
everything. They're starting to wake up. They're starting to see that everything is not
Not as
adding
what
up
it
the way they
seems.
think, and they're going to take action.
Yes. Not as what it seems. But yes, it's not what it seems.
Hello, Eric.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Not
Great.
bad.
Oh, well, I'll be honest. I just saw on Twitter that uh Malaya Obama is dropping the last name Obama.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Why?
That
She
I
hate
don't
Obama?
I don't
No,
know.
she just. I think she wants to commit herself into directing and wants to go by a different alias to make a reputation of herself.
Either that
She'll
or
still use Daddy's name though, trust me. name though. Trust me.
Maybe that's just it. Maybe.
Why am I hearing echo?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Must be Eric's microphone.
But yeah, to be fair, she'll still trade off her dad's name.
Kind of, but not publicly, because I think she wants to be known for something else.
Is that, it must hate her.
As of now,
it must hate that liberal woman. It must hate her the fact that her daddy's this big bad guy, right? Is this big powerful guy, right? And she must feel, I don't want to be known as some man's daughter. I don't want the man to take credit for everything I've done. Basically.
Oh my gosh.
But it's the truth though. She'll take daddy's money when he dies. The only reason why she's not doing it is because she doesn't want to basically say, oh, you only got famous because your dad was president. You only came up with that. You were trying to keep your fame. No matter what, that family is never going to have to work at actual honest days work in their life if they're smart with their money.
Yeah, they are more than financially comfortable at this point.
The sad thing, that Dylan Mulvaney kid's never going to actually have to work an actual job unless he fucks up massively. And he spends his money. He spends the money he made. He supposedly made millions, right? If he gets a decent accountant and basically is smart with his money, he'll never have to work on his day's work in his life.
Who?
He bet the system. He got out. I have to respect him, but
who got out of the system?
Dylan
Mulvaney. If you think about it, his 50 minutes of fame is up, right? But he's made millions, right? Supposedly made a couple million, right? He got paid $100,000 per post, right? From Nike, right? And a bunch of other things, right? And the money that he made from Bud Light. He's made enough money to retire. He's never going to have to work on this day's work in his life. But the big thing, honestly, is he could still lose. They could still lose. He could still fuck it up somehow and still lose all that money and end up literally being someone that has to work at a local Aldi's because of his fucked up decisions. To be fair, if he's not good with money, then he could lose it because, quite honestly, it's not that hard to lose. It's not that hard to literally go broke on a couple million.
Yeah, it's really not. So wait, what did you guys talk about so far?
I talked about the fact that America could potentially end up like the Soviet Union, breaking up into multiple different states. Also talked about the fact that America could have civil war if Trump doesn't get elected, which I think is at this point is very, very likely it can happen.
It's likely going to happen out of nowhere because no one would ever imagine something like this could happen.
I think it will because I think Americans are that fucking pissed off. If Biden gets elected, or whoever gets elected, right?
It's not going to be Biden.
They're not going to be able to. The public is not going to believe it, and I think they'll have something harder on their hands. And I think they could have. I think they'll have a revolution.
Do you think could believe that Haley could get elected?
No. The Republicans fucking despise that witch. They despise her. They believe she's a fucking neocon. The only people that believe her is a fucking... Nobody believes that Haley can win.
I'd say she's a trans Republican.
Most Republicans can see what they're doing to Trump as a fucking political witch hunt. And a lot of Democrats can fucking see that too. I mean ones that are completely not broken deer with headlights. Objectively, even Kevin O'Leary and even the most liberal have not completely taken over by the woke mind virus can realize what they've done. They politicalize what they've done in New York is that extreme that they basically rocked the fundamentals of local business. The lawsuit where they're making Trump pay $300 million, right? We're doing something every fucking developer does. The banks even said, we didn't lose money. We want to do more business with this guy. We made a lot of money with this guy. This is not those tiny little bank, offshore bank, right? This was like freaking. This is like one of the freaking big boys of Europe. They're talking about, right? This is the big boys of Europe. One of the biggest Deutsche. This was Deutsche Bank. One of the biggest banks in Europe. That said, we didn't lose money in this deal. We made money with this guy. We want to do more business with this guy. You have the guy basically pleading on the court and saying, this guy made us a shitload of money. We want to do more business with this guy. Anybody that's not got a deer headlights can see what they've done to Trump is political. But yeah, you guys still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yep.
What they've done to him is political witch hunt.
I suppose so.
What'd you say?
So
I basically said
question...
what they've done to Trump is a political witch hunt. There's nobody that honestly believes that. I don't think there's anybody that actually believes what's going on with Trump is real. There's people. I think there's enough support to flip New York red. I honestly do believe that. I think people are that pissed off with Biden. I think that there's an opportunity to flip that state red. Maybe if they get an actual Republican governor, a Republican senator, maybe they can actually do some good for that state. Maybe get some fucking actual decent lawyers in, some decent law clerks, some people that actually respect law. But who knows? So what else is there?
Well, I did say a few minutes ago that Nikki Haley could potentially be, and actually is, a trans Republican, a Democrat that identifies as a Republican.
Every Republican can see that conservative can see she's a fucking Democrat. You gotta be bloody blind. Everybody believes she's a Democrat. She supports the policies of the Democrats. Tucker Carlson basically wrote it out for you. She's a Democrat. She supports war. She supports the war. She supports the never-ending wars in Ukraine. She's a neocon. She's a warmonger. She supports basically endless amounts of money going to Ukraine and Israel. And a never-ending ceasefire. A never-ending stop of arms shipments. If we're up to guys like Nikki Haley, America would be giving money cash over a fist to every bastard war from kingdom come. That's the truth. It's true. She would.
Yeah.
But yes. Who knows?
Who doesn't know?
What else is there?
Something happened in my city.
What?
As always. Couple of students at the University of Manchester, male students specifically, have set up an anti-abortion society.
Oh, fuck yourself. We need abortion. They're anti-abortion.
Yeah, they set up an anti-abortion society. Yeah, they are against abortion.
Sounds interesting. Go for it.
But of course, as always, there's people making arguments that, well, it's harmful to students, particularly.
How is it harmful to students? We have a fucking lack. We have a lack of people. We have a lack of white people actually fucking having kids in the UK.
Yeah.
We are going to be a bastard minority in our own fucking country. There's Polish people and fucking Muslims having more kids than us. And ethnically, if we don't have kids, or not enough kids, we will be wiped out.
Yeah.
And yet these people are the ones saying we shouldn't have kids. We shouldn't have kids. It's not good for the environment. In general, there's not enough people having kids. The populations in every single demographic are falling. It's not good. But yes. So What else is there in the UK that pisses me off? That'll piss me off.
Well, there's something else, such as how different news articles could like switch the narrative to sway in the favor of the public. Like for example, January 9th, 2024, headline reads, calls for Defense Secretary Austin to resign are attacks on black success opinion. And then another headline for February 12th, Clarence Thomas is not a black hero, he is an enemy of black people.
That's a lie. Clarence Thomas is a fucking hero. He's one of the only people that was standing up to Biden's fucking corruption. He's the only one that fucking told them, basically standing up for Trump. What they fucking did and what those people did. They're bloody criminals.
Yeah, they say one thing and then the next minute they say something else. It's like
Biden deserves prison.
pick a side.
Biden deserves prison, but he's never going to get prison. I already hear that they're already trying to get him out, remove him from off there. I hear that they're already kicking him out. They're making it so he's not going to run again. Supposedly.
Yeah. You can have whatever opinion you like, but if you're not strong on a certain opinion, you're gonna come out as very disingenuous. Like
I don't honestly like the fact. I don't honestly like the fact that that Trump is so pro-Israel. I wish you'd actually call those bastards out more, if I'm being honest. But beggars can't be choosers. Personally, because I know how deep the Rothschild shit goes. I've also heard something interesting, guys. Look into this guy. Look into the fact that I can't remember what his name was, but this guy basically he did a documentary, right? That released supposedly right around COVID, right? Happened, right? Just before the Queen, the royal family went silent for 8 months, right? Basically exposing the fact that a bunch of fucking the 400-year-old secrecy that the royal family ain't even fucking royal. They're a bunch of inbred bastards, supposedly. And they basically have a bunch of Rothschild. They're either illegitimate or they have a bunch of Rothschild blood in them. Because basically they say, and it's been like that for 400 years. Charles isn't even supposed to be king because he's not got royal blood in him, effectively. So it makes his claim to the throne pointless. Near as his son, near as his relatives, they technically have no claim to the throne. But the government's not going to do, because the public in the States not going to do anything about that, because they know this. That's probably one of the biggest secrets of Britain, right? That the royals aren't even royals. But yep. You guys still there?
yeah, I'm still here.
Again, that's one of the biggest secrets of Britain. The royals aren't even royals. They're bastards. They're not even real people. They're not royal. They have no link to royalty. And technically has no claim to the throne of England or Scotland. And none of that family, the Windsors haven't had claims for that for years, for 400 years plus. So effectively, if that's true, you basically got a guy pretending to be king, and basically acting all superior, even though he's not really legally king. So what else is there? I never really believed you actually had king. He was a king, to be fair. I always thought that he was probably some inbred person that supposedly inherited the throne, but. And I'm not. And it makes me able to believe this because I'm not really a big fan of the monarchy. I personally believe that our royal family should have been abolished years ago. I think it's hypocrisy that someone can call himself king. But yeah. So what else is there? Anything new, Eric?
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
Oh well, let's see what the future holds for us in the cards. Maybe yes. Pretty tiny civilization.
If leave the kids alone sounds like hate to you, you are who we are protecting them from.
Why is it? Yeah, apparently, yeah. I heard something about Planned Parenthood. Supposedly, allegedly, they were basically selling kids' body parts. And Kamala Harris was the person actually prosecuting them, right? Going on the case about prosecuting these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, she ends up being vice president. Do you think Kamala Harris would ever run for run as president?
At first, people thought it could have been possible. However, no, I don't think so. There've been plans to have someone else in charge, like Mr. Obama or Gavin Newsom or whatever Democrat that
Newsom.
isn't.
He
Yeah,
fucking killed his
Democrat that
own
isn't.
bastard. He
Yeah,
fucking killed his own bastard states. There's people leaving his states. It was that bad.
I mean, he's exactly what they're looking for.
Well, they want to destroy America.
Well, yes, but in terms of what Newsom has proposed for the California,
What's with the echo?
must be Eric's microphone again. But I think what Newsom has contributed for California as his time as governor is something what the Democrats are looking for at a federal level.
What? They want the country to go to fucking shit.
Yes,
Blatant corruption. Who knows? Maybe it is what they want. Maybe they want everybody to suffer in pain. Who knows? Yeah, that's what they want. Pay us to suffer in pain.
And there isn't much we can do about it.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
But there is a chance, with enough funds and determination, anything is possible. But for now, it's a stretch.
Yeah, I don't think enough money in the world could change what's going to happen. People believe that these guys are the rich. Elon, guys like Musk are the richest people in the world. They're nobodies compared to the Are you telling me people we've been around since the 14th? This family dynasties that have been around since the 14th fucking century, right? And royals and nobility, right? Are we supposed to believe that these people have not got trillions of dollars in their bank accounts and that worth of assets?
I think trillions is a bit
since
small.
the 14th century, we're supposed to believe that these people are not are not the richest people in the world.
Yeah, I think now trillion seems a bit too small. I think they would have quadrillions by now.
Of course they would, like they're rich. But yes, they're rich.
Do you remember that one Vine? I'm in me mum's car, vroom vroom.
No, but I hear a bunch right. I've heard kids basically do play it.
Okay.
I'm surprised kids still talk about Vine.
Well, it has been a massive cultural impact back in the day.
Yes, I don't think TikTok's benefiting humanity.
No.
It's contributing to young kids' brain attention span being dumber, but who knows?
Oh my gosh. I'll send it in the chat. You won't believe this.
Well,
You heard of the Apple Vision Pro?
yeah, people are selling it, are returning it.
Well, wait till you feast your eyes on this. It's just hilarious. The future is here, they say.
Vision Pro will never be successful.
Yeah.
Never be successful. I think they're gonna. I think Apple will give up on it because they realize how much freaking flack they got for it. I think even Zuckerberg is giving up on the metaverse deep down because he realizes it's just not going to work out. But yeah, should we end it here?
Yeah.
Okay.